on right now. So with France out of the war, they've lost, well, they haven't, it doesn't actually appear that they've lost any of their relative strength of alliance bonuses. But at least I don't have to worry about France now. Not that I was ever, you know, worrying about France. God. Where'd all my troops go here? There we go. Thagnus Pride is back. Jake, you can get 2 countries to give you trade power. And it was Background Sculpt. Thank you, Background Sculpt. Yes, you can get 2, but it only counts as 1. If you offer 2 people's trade power, it still only gives you 6-day reason, which isn't enough. Oh, wow. I can force my peace deal. Well, why not? I was using this earlier, but again, if you missed it, actually it'll be easier to show when it comes around next time. Scotland have +1 stability. Come on, game. Come on. Yeah, Scotland have +1 stability, and I've got 26 war score. I want to take only 6% war score. By denying it, they actually take a stability hit because it's better than they expect. Taking all their money and some more land on top of it would not be better than they expect. But 6 is a very low peace deal. So I can say that, and they'll say no, but their stability will go from +1 to 0, and I can take them all the way to -3 stability, although they instantly bought it back. Damn you, Queen Mary de Savoia. Wexty says Diplo cap. You're right, I'm capped on Diplo. But Chavs care not for diplomacy. Chavs care about their Burberry and whoa! Sweden. I like the cut of your jib, so you want to fight me in Burberry town. Bring it on. Got no manpower, got no mill, doesn't matter. What is attrition? So here we go again. We can give Scotland another stab hit. This is primarily to avoid people in multiplayer games just being very stubborn about not giving in. So you can wreck their stability for it. And if they go to -3 stability, you can force that peace deal. Swedish steel. More like my Swedish piecemeal, because I'm gonna eat you guys up. Get out of my country. Casual scum. And that'll be mine. And that's all she wrote. Ulster now goes to Paddy's. And we're done. This campaign is now over. Goodbye, my fleets. Goodbye, my men. Do I have anything left? One stray musketeer. You know what? You can stay there and watch our country burn. How about my navies? That, I rather think, is the money shot. Gonna make a backup save as well, just in case I want to toy around with this from here on out. And if anybody wants to see anything particular in the save before I destroy my country, now is the time to say it. Go to save games, find Chavs everywhere, and make a backup. Jake, quick question. Does the trick used in Riku to full annex the loot and lose the AE release still work? It wasn't really a trick, it was more of a bug in the game, or something they didn't take into account. But yes, if you want to lose the aggressive expansion with someone that you annex and spit out, make sure that aggressive expansion is in the top list of degrading opinion malices that they have towards you. I made a video about that. You should consult it if you ever want to try doing that. Alright, someone was asking about nations that escaped the privilege revoking. Lots of them, in fact. Netherlands, Flanders, Let me try that again. Netherlands, Flanders, Hansa, Holstein, Bohemia, Bavaria, Switzerland, Savoy, Milan. That's even more Milan. Oh, Medina's an elector. There's only 20 princes. So I guess we will be seeing Dogreshkin. Jake, force limit ledger, please. Move your capital to England. Not possible right now. I would have to get rid of all of this land. Look here. It's not possible to move our capital when there are rebels around in the country. Okay, well that's one thing. The other thing is you can't move your capital if you have any other provinces in your home country. Home continent, rather. Turn all of North America into a client state. I think that would take forever. I'd have to click on this for every province. Chavs, Paddies, and Scotland look rather generic now on the map. Client state ideas. Morale, core creation cost, unrest, tax, fort defense, production efficiency, trade power, mercs, possible advisors, and build costs. Those are some actually fairly strong ideas. Production efficiency, unrest, core creation cost, morale. Very nice. Administrative, admin, quantity, diplo, defensive. Admin, quantity, diplo. Okay, so they take the same ideas. Somebody wanted the force limit map mode. Ottomans ahead and shoulders above everyone else despite getting wrecked by the Commonwealth at 353. Commonwealth oddly low at 208. Well, that's lucky nations, hard bonuses and everything else for you. And of course their ambitions. Plus 153% to their force limit. Terrifying. Somebody else says USA, USA. Yeah, sure. USA. Check them ideas. Okay, well, what do we got then? 1 merchant, 20% religious unity, 0.5 Republican tradition, which is god tier, but we already had that. No negative tolerance penalties, which is a bit weak. Minus unrest, an extra colonist. Extra colonist ideas tend to be great if you want to colonize. That's a huge amount of extra goods produced as well. Permanent casus belli against pagans. The thing is, when the USA comes into existence, shouldn't you already have exploration to get that? USA #1. Alright, let's run our country into the ground. France, are you in that coalition against me yet? Would you like to be in the coalition? Apparently not. Oh, there's the thing, I destroyed the coalition against me. Well, now it involves the Commonwealth. USA, USA. World Police at your service. American Declaration of Independence. Oh, of course, we'll get the events from the American Dream DLC now. Thomas Paine, the English-American political activist, author, political theorist, and revolutionary, that's one hell of a CV, who inspired the Patriots to declare independence from Britain, argued in the first edition of Common Sense that the USA needed a formal Declaration of American Independence. Without a Declaration of Independence, USA is considered outlaws by the European nations. Rebels against a legitimate monarch, and to transform us into a legitimate nation, we need international recognition for our cause, and foreign allies to support it. The Declaration of Independence is a statement that announces the 13 states regard themselves as an independent state and no longer part of the British Empire. Boom. Huh. Followed with great interest. Okay, so Paddies love us more now. Right, Castile, you're next. Alright, so the Euro-poors now know that USA is in charge. But how are we going to continue our rampage without some well-deserved oil? Military candidate, of course, because America is number one. Give us the oil, you green terrorists. It's looking alright, but we're getting a bit hungry after all this war, so let's stop off in North Germany for a burger. I'll have a 16-pounder with cheese, please. But how can a true American exist without stopping communism in its roots? Be gone. Japan's looking a bit aggressive. We are going to have to free the hell out of you. Here in America, we really do not like the continued existence of Australia here, so it's going to have to go. Just as planned. If anything, I wish this wasn't Iron Man, so I could speed through it without having to wait for autosaves the whole time. But now the USA gets to show how it's loved by everyone. Look at everyone wanting to come to the USA. It's because they really value our freedoms. Open the doors for them. Jake co-belligerents to drag more countries in. Ah, that's a good point. My burger isn't spicy enough, so let's head over to Vijayanagar. Look at all these countries that want to be as great as us. Whoa, Russia. No way. We've got to defend our freedoms. Romney's in Parliament. Kill him. Oh, hey, there's an interesting thing. I haven't tried this before. Normally this button's blocked out if you have -3 stability. So let's go onto it and then get rid of our stability. Can we still declare war? Interesting. Oh, here's another interesting thing. You might notice that I have no rebel factions. When you form a new country, you get rid of all your previous rebel factions. So the USA can now never revolt. Well, unless we get something new like Ulm Patriots. But right now we are immune to the likes of, well, everything. 15 revolt risk, but if we click on any province... Peasants, yeah, but there's no growing peasant unrest. Tourism industry is booming in Yorkshire. At least we're getting our manpower back. Jake, delete your ideas. Even better. I need these points, you see. Might as well tech up while we're at it. Conquer Florida. The United States could not keep its hands off Florida. Gee, that's a little lacking in flavor text, but I can get behind it. The great strategy here is that no one nation will get enough war score on us to press anything. Jake, if you tag switch during westernization, would that eliminate reactionaries? Yes, it would. Jake is cutting the military. Stop him. We're close to our light infantry companies. First introduced to the Austrian army as irregular troops from the military frontier during the 7 Years' War, light infantry companies were deployed in use order and proved to be very effective at harassing enemies and leading assaults. I can get behind leading assaults. Okay, so we get to see a whole lot of new events that I've never seen before. From the Sons of Liberty groups, etc. We get morale of armies for a little bit of money, or... Hey, gotta get that morale. It's actually looking a tad low, but hey, sure that's... You know, what we need are more generals. That's how winners win, son. Jake, you just gave me a great idea for a Malaysia game. Thank you. Anytime. When it comes to the multiplayer game, I don't really have any problem with people using interesting exploits if they really want to, but just, you know, be sporting about it. The only ones that I really don't want to see people use are the selling boats without selling boats for infinite money, and using exiled troops to unveil, to lift the fog of war. Nothing's really stopping you from doing it, but if you do it, we'll probably lead a coalition and kill you. That's only fair. Cancel vassals? Hell no. I fought long and hard to get Paddies and SS over in the UK. I'll be damned if I'm losing them. True Swiss neutrality. Well, over in American Taiwan, we're still having a ball. Sure, much of my money comes from there. And that is one ignored phone call. Jake, do you allow grayskin for multiplayer? Again, you can try to do it, but you will get killed. Really, there are very few rules for the multiplayer game. Just common sense. Jake, you're still barely using more leaders than France in the French Revolution. What kind of coward America? Oh, I can't be hearing words like that. And you know, the mark of any good head of state is that he commands the troops as well. So how good is our president? Yeah! William Benbow, leader of the American people. You wish you were as good as he is. It's a shame it still comes up as Doge. I want to be president. France finally integrated Norway. So New Norway is now a colony of France. Ugh. Remember, if you want to go for world conquest, you gotta get those colonial nations, or rather colonizing nations, under your wing quickly, so that their colonial nations will become yours, if and when you integrate them. I feel like I'm Bane Williams right now. Everything's getting occupied. Jake, you need a declare war on the world button. It should probably give you stuff rather than costing you stability and war exhaustion. I'm sorry, France, but you just couldn't take London. Actually, we look quite good striped like this. We've got a kind of Sardinia Piedmont look to us. Blue eggshell. The USA wins again. Alright, we'll do everything you want. It's a shame I don't have enough dip to get an extra diplomat to make this go a bit faster, but okay. Bane would have clocked off, gone to bed, and still kept gaining viewers. Oh my. Now we're on the receiving end of it all. Well, things look bad for the nation, but I know how to solve that. It's important to stay adequately relaxed when you're the head of state. This game never gets any easier, does it? I know it's all just logic, it shouldn't be that hard, but... say I find it hard. Like this, I'm sure there must be a way to know which of these ones is safe or not, but I sure don't know it. $50-50. Now, fun friend. Third from the top is safe, Jake. What do you mean third from the top? You mean this one? How did you know? Alright, let's just strike out in the middle, hope for something good. Another flawless victory. All right, what's going on in America? Things don't look so hot. All right, we'll take people's peace deals. Ooh. Did I have to release Kamchatka? How did you even still exist? You should have lost your core a long time ago. Ah, I see. You must have been the primary culture guy of that place. It all becomes clear now. USA wins 0-0. Party like it's 69. Changing patterns of consumption. That's a new one. Let's have a look at this. Sugar was once a rare luxury that had to be imported from the Middle East. The world has opened up. Sugar made once... Okay, so now it's affordable. What does that do? Oh, okay, so it's just become even more popular and more expensive to own sugar. Tell me, where is all the sugar? It's still pretty rare. If you want to be the sugar daddy, you pretty much want to hold the Caribbean. And when don't you want to hold the Caribbean? Tobacco, sugar, cotton. If anything, it's cotton that's a little far behind. Dyes, coffee. Everything just seems to go up in price. There's a lot of money in this game. Tropical wood, if anything, lags behind. Good to see the Americas winning. Diminutive is telling me some Minesweeper theory, but I don't get it. When it comes to built-in Windows games, I was more of a Space Cadet pinball kind of guy. Okay, I can't even peace out with you, but then you declared war on me, didn't you? Now, how many countries did I give war reparations to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I lose more money in war reparations than I can otherwise get. But it says I'm making money? Okay. What? But how? Let's make things less complicated. Army maintenance always. Where are our armies? You there. Go away. Interest, well, not much we can do about that, but we can fire our one advisor. And we somehow lost all of these guys? Did they just die or something? It is a mystery. But what is going on here? Total expenses doesn't seem to be counting our diplomatic expenses. Oh, but the diplomatic expenses are certainly coming in. Bang. But what happens if we go bankrupt then? Let's build a whole bunch of ships. Do we still pay it when we're bankrupt? Set national focus to military. Well, who am I to deny? Oh, that's harsh. You still pay if you're bankrupt? Where do they get off getting 900 ducats in war reparations a month from us? Okay, now it's gone down to 8. Still, we spend more in reparations than we make. If 10 nations got war reparations or more, you could constantly bankrupt someone for 10 years. Oh, and going bankrupt again reduces your Republican tradition to 0. Long live William Benbow. He knows what freedom is. But we still have Republican tradition. Ah, right, Republican dictatorship. Still, that's some really good autonomy change. There are some events associated with becoming a dictatorship where you gain a lot of extra monarch points. But at the end of it, you collapse into despotism unless you take the harder choices, which give you Republican tradition. And if you've managed to become a republic, why would you ever want to become a monarchy? The only thing I could think of is you want personal unions, or you want grey skin, and nobody would want grey skin. So there we go, 2 years to destroy democracy. Jake, you're not actually paying war reparations. Could it be that he's right? We have 603 ducats right now. We should lose a bit of money. But we don't. What? What is going on? Also, are Paddy's SS free? We've still got some pretty tonking aggressive expansion despite losing all that land, but that's okay. Oh, hello England. Fancy meeting you again. Why can we still see all of Paddy's land? You're not our subject. I mean, for example, we can't see the SS land. Oh, we can see all of Freedom Town, though. Yeah. And we still have Pudero's Pride. And Thagnus Pride. All in all, things have gone quite well. Jake, once you've pieced out the wars, you can release all your vassals if you can. Yeah, if we look at this, we have no vassals. No, wait. We have no vassals. We have nothing. In war together. Ah, excellent point. Yeah, we're still together in the Oirat war. Don't think the Oirat want out of that just yet. Crying shame. Well guys, it's been a ton of fun, but this draws a close to yet another campaign. Surprised it went as well as it did. Sometimes I think that streaming an Iron Man campaign gives a bit of magic to make the thing run smoothly if we just completely forget about the first Ryukyu campaign and the very first Ramazan campaign. Still, like I said, been a lot of fun, and I want to thank you all for having sat through it, especially the boring first 80% of it all, and the boring remaining 15. Yeah. Alright, enough of my babbling. I am out of here. I'm going to be streaming, or rather, I will be hosting the Paradox stream. That will be starting in roughly 15 minutes, where they show off the 1.9 patch, which will hopefully be coming out soon, because for the love of God, Paradox, you need to fix some of these bugs, and with a bit of luck, maybe change trade propagation, because England getting all that power was just horrible. One of the main things I want to see fixed, this. These bonuses are permanent. Permanent. They'll never go away. Well, unless of course you annex the countries in question. Yeah, right, I'm out of here. Cheers everyone.